Welcome to the channel. My name is Peter, and if you want to know what we will be doing today, we will be working on that pit bike that we bought as a replacement for the DR600 that I can't kick over. So I hopefully can kick over this one a little bit easier. So let's take a look what we got. So I bought this little thing off of Marketplace for $200. I know that the price will be high for you, but it is what it is. Now the prices on these things are ridiculous. So if you haven't seen the video where I drag it home, you go check that out and then return. I will not go into much details in this. It has some rust, has brand new rear tire, brand new plastics, rust on a couple of places. But the main thing is that the guy changed the motor for a used one. It should have compression, it should have spark, but it should have fuel, but it doesn't fire. So let's move it to our working area where we have a little more lighting, and we'll see what we can get with it. Okay, so we have it here. So let's make sure that the information that the guy gave us are right. So let's check the spark, let's check the compression, and we'll go from there. So first things first, let's start with the plug. So let's take this spark plug out and we'll see how that looks. It takes a 16mm spark plug wrench, and we can see that the plug is fairly new and it's wet. By smell of it, it's a gas, so we know we have gas. So now let's see if we have spark. And we do have spark. So now let's measure the compression. So let's give this thing a full throttle. Let's kick it a couple times, shall we? Hopefully you can see the gauge. And we got a 9 bar, which is like 125 psi. I think that's, you can call that a good. So moving on. Wow, I can see a problem here. First couple of threads on this spark plug are stripped. Can you see that? I don't have another short threaded spark plug. This one's missing and has also crushed the sealing washers, crushed on this to nothing. The first threads are missing, but we will have to roll with it. Let me shine a light inside there. I will try to see if the threads in the head are messed up also. The last couple of threads in the head are messed up also. So let's see if we can do with this spark plug. Hopefully it will suffice. So let's see. Let's open the fuel and so we got nothing. So let's check the timing. So to check the timing, we need to pop this silker cover off and the cover for the ignition. We have a flathead screw which is bent and I don't like those, so we'll be getting rid of those. And we have the standard 8mm bolt on the bottom here. So let's take that off real quick. Take this off, and you have to see this. We have an epoxy right in here, so that means the cover is probably not sealing well, and they try to seal it with some epoxy. I think we will find more fun stuff here. To pop this oval cover, you need to go in here, take this off. This is a 10mm. Loosen this, and the cover will pop on the other side. Like this. And now we can take off this cover. And now we will line up the mark T, and it should line up with this little dot. That little dot will always be before or after that. So let me take off the caps for the valves. We'll see if this is properly timed, and if it will be. And I will take off this nut for the crankcase, check if that key that's on that locating key which locates the flywheel to the crank, if that's true, because I can see that being a problem sometime. So let's take it off. So with our caps off, we can now check our valve flash. I think it should be 10 and 15 or 20 on the exhaust valve. So let me check that real quick and we'll see. Then get the magneto off, check the key, and we'll see. So the valves, the exhaust one was a little bit tighter in my opinion, so I loosened that one up. So now let's see. Let's take off the flywheel and we'll see if the key is okay, and if it is, then I will have to search for another plug, because at that point we have 125 psi of compression, which should be enough at least to puff a little bit of smoke. So we'll see if the compression should be higher or I don't know. I can't find, seems to find some spikes on this, so we'll see. Let's get the puller on it. $19mm. Here we go. And the key is fine. So we do not have problem with the key. So where can be a problem? I don't see that the sensor being bad. We'll see. We'll have to get a new plug and we'll see. So now we know that our valve flash is good, our timing looks to be good, the intake sucks, not blows out, so the timing should be good. We know that the lash is good, the key on the two, everything's good. So the other test I will perform is I will take a couple of milliliters of used motor oil, I'll pour it into the cylinder, and then we will try and repeat the compression test. If our compression will go up, then we know that our rings are bad. If it doesn't, it should be the valves not seating. I wanted to buy the compression leak down tester, and now I think it's the time to do it. So the take 2 with the oil. We got the 150. So that means our rings are a little bit on the worn side. So we will probably have to change the piston and the rings. So I swung by the auto parts store and I grabbed ourselves a new spark plug. And if that's not going to help, we got the starting fluid. So let's get the spark plug in. And then we will try. If it doesn't start, we will use the starting fluid, and if it doesn't start with the starting fluid, we will probably tear the whole top end of this engine and we'll look at the piston. So let's give it a toot of this. That's weird, it doesn't want to fire on the starting fluid either. Right, it doesn't want to start even with the starting fluid, so I think we're gonna call it and we're gonna tear off the top end, but that's going to be another episode. So if you want to see more work being done on this pit bike, please subscribe, like, share, comment, all that good stuff. Thanks you for watching and I will see you there. Bye.